Dear fellow Giants, greetings to you from the Giants Welfare Foundation, Branch 4, Giants Group of Madurai. We take the pride and pleasure of bringing to you this orientation program. Usually this orientation program will be conducted at the council meetings, at the installation of the council meetings. Due to certain inevitable situations, you know very well, today we wish to bring to you this projection. This is done by our beloved Honorable Deputy Vice Chairman Sri Lakshmanan sir. He wants to bring to you the basics and the each and every corner of this program, that is the orientation for the branch council members like vice presidents, unit directors, branch officers, as well as for the group officers, the group president and the group officers, who are the backbone of our Giants Welfare Foundation. When you are oriented properly, you can administer your group properly. When the unit directors can take care of the groups, the grassroots officer take care of the groups, this gives the best administration and we can succeed. You know, as a voluntary service organization, we are on the forefront, but with meeting all the other fellows like Lions Groups, Lions International, Rotaries, etc. Now we have to succeed. For this, you need to understand what to do, when to do and how to do. That is the basic program for this orientation program. We welcome you to this program. Thank you.
Dear Giants members, we have this orientation program for presidents, directors of administration and directors of finance of all the Giants groups. Normally, at the first council meeting of the branches, since as per the present government directive, we cannot have meetings, but our work should go. So we have thought of presenting this program through video. Soon it will be uploaded in YouTube. Groups and the council all over India and abroad can use this for the orientation of the president, DA and DF. Orientation is very important because they should know what to do. Immediately on assuming the office, they have to proceed with the work. They should know what they have to do, how it is to be done, what are all the things to be done during the year. The president has got his own duties. Likewise, the duties of the directors of administration also given. Likewise, directors of finance has to concentrate on the finance throughout the year. They have to work together to make our organization an important one in this field of service. For this, we have arranged this program through video. Soon it will be uploaded in YouTube so that it can be used by all the groups all over India and abroad. With this brief introduction, I will now proceed with this PowerPoint presentation for the benefit of the office bearers of the groups. We start with the president. The president post is a most coveted post in the group. Every member will like to attain this post. After having served in the group as a director or DA or DF, the president comes to the top slot in the group. He has to work very hard and see that the group functions very well under his leadership. What are all the qualities that are required for the president? We will go. We have to lead by example. Others should know how to work by seeing you. So, you should become an example as a president. As a president, you cannot do all the works. You should know how to delegate, to whom to delegate. You have to delegate and supervise the work to be done by the other office bearers of the group. You have to plan ahead in the first month, that is in the April itself. You have to plan throughout the year what you are going to do, how you are going to conduct the meetings, what is your plan. If you are not able to plan, you will fail. So, you have to plan how to conduct the meetings. You have to choose the topics, you have to choose the projects. And since you are moving with your members, you have to encourage them. If any member works very hard, if any member is very much helpful to you, you should encourage them and see that he climbs up the ladder. And you have to participate in all the meetings. You have to lead by an example. And since you are a leader, it is not that you are in the top post, but you should be humble. Next slide. And you have to review what has been done in the last year. There may be plus and minus. You have to choose which are all the activities to be followed, what to be done in the current year, by reviewing the work done by the predecessor in the last year, what they have done, this year what you are going to do, in which you can review the work done by the groups last year and plan for this current year. As per the norms, it is necessary that you should conduct one meeting per month. You have to select the topics which are current, which are more required for the members. The members should be benefited by the topics which you should choose for the meetings. And one project per month. Though there are national projects, you can concentrate on the local need-based projects also. Save the Girl Child, blood donation and organ donation are promoted by our welfare foundation. In addition to that, you should concentrate on the local need-based projects also. And you have to be very careful in the finance also, for which budget should be prepared in the first month itself. How much money is required for conducting the meetings, how you are going to raise the funds for the projects is very important. Unless you have funds, you cannot function very well. So, draw up the budget. According to the budget, you have to proceed. Select the topics which are current. Likewise, select the projects which are required for the local people. By doing projects to the needy, our organization will become more popular in your area, so that it will be very much helpful to get membership as well as group extension. Next slide. As a group leader, you require membership development. What is the number of members on the rolls as on 31st March and how you are going to increase the membership? It should be a constant effort to do membership development. How to conduct it? You have to invite the friends, relatives of the members. You should encourage your group members to invite their relatives and friends for the meetings. And membership development is a constant care you should take. And group extension also. In order to serve, we have to grow. How many groups we are going to form in this year is to be decided by you. And you should be in constant touch with those people so that the groups are extended in the nearby areas. Communication. You have to be constant communication with the members. Nowadays, the meeting notices are sent in WhatsApp. You have to be in constant touch with the members by phone also. And you have to send a meeting notice in time, and monthly reports. Monthly reports are to be sent to the concerned officials as soon as the month is over. And in addition to that, the council, your branch council conducts multi-unit conference or unit conference or federation convention, which you have to promote, and you should see that a large number of members are present in the multi-unit conference as well as in the federation convention. In the year end, there is international convention in which also you have to participate. By participating in this convention, you will come to know how the groups are functioning, how other groups are functioning, what are all the projects done by other groups, in which you can learn and you can improve the functioning of the group, which is most important. Next slide. Next important person in the group is Director of Administration. First, our Welfare Foundation insists on secretarial requirements, for which you will receive the circular from the headquarters. What is the secretarial requirements? BOD list, Board of Directors list, should be sent for the current year. It should have been sent in the previous year itself. First check up whether it has been sent. If it is not sent, it is to be sent immediately, so that the group officers' names, addresses and photos appears in the directory to be published by our Welfare Foundation in the beginning of the year. If you are not going to send, your group's office bearers' names, addresses will not find the place in the directory. So it is a must. Address list of members, this is required because our Welfare Foundation requires the names and address of the members. For all the members of our group, it is to be sent to our headquarters in the beginning of the year itself. And dues to Giants Welfare Foundation, as of now it is 700 rupees per month, per year for the existing member, and if you are going to have a new member, additional 300 rupees as admission fee, which is to be sent before end of March. After March, if you add new members, for every member you have to send 1000 rupees. This is to be sent as early as possible, for which you will get directions from our Giants Welfare Foundation headquarters to which account it is to be deposited. So as soon as you deposit the money, you take a copy of that pay-in slip and send it to headquarters, so that it is credited in your account. In spite of our telling all these things, many groups deposit money and don't inform the headquarters. So DA has to take care of it. Next. And meeting notice, it is to be sent well in advance, so that you have good attendance. The meeting notice content should be where you are going to conduct the meeting, what is the topic, at what time you are going to commence the meeting, whether it is a tea meeting or dinner meeting, whether you are going to provide tea at the beginning and dinner at the end, all should find the place in the meeting notice. And agenda should be ready on the table on the date of the meeting, so that the speaker and others know what is going to be done. Diya lighting, prayer, introduction of the chief guest, address by the chief guest, etc. And you have to take minutes, what is being done, who has done the prayer, who has welcomed, who has introduced the chief guest, the gist of the chief guest address. Everything should find a place in the minutes. And attendance register should be placed in the meeting, and you should get the signature of the members who are present there. This is for a regular meeting. For regular meeting, you should have fixed dates. Unless you have fixed dates, you cannot expect all the members, majority of the members to attend the meeting. For example, first Sunday or first day of the month or last Friday, you have to consult the members and by conscience, by getting their consent, majority of the people wish to have this meeting on such a date. So, you should fix the date for the meeting first. That is for regular meeting. For board of directors meeting, it should be, you should have a board of directors meeting every month. It can be according to the convenience of the board of directors and the host. For regular meeting, the expenses can be met from the group funds. Normally, for board of directors meeting, we have a host, one of the members, either president, DA, DF or board member will host the meeting on a particular day, and they can choose the date according to their convenience, in which you can plan what are you going to do in the coming month. You get suggestions from the board members, what is the topic required, what is the current topic. Likewise, what is the project you are going to do, how much expenses you are expected to spend, for which you should have a branch sanction in the board meeting. Next slide. And one of the prime duty of the Director of Administration is monthly report. What is the monthly report? It starts from the members at the beginning of the month, how many members have joined, how many members have left, closing number of members, and what are all the meetings you have conducted, how many people have attended. Likewise, what is the project you have done, how much money you have spent, how many people have benefit out of it, and the brief report about the project and the meeting should be sent to all concerned. Not only to Giants Welfare Headquarters, the branch president, vice president and the unit director. It should be sent to all so that it reaches before 5th of the next month. Next slide. Unless you send the monthly reports, the headquarters will not come to know what you have done. So, it is a must, and monthly report should contain accounts also. In every board meeting, the DF has to present to the accounts how much subscription is collected, how much is spent for the meetings, how much is spent for the projects, what is the closing cash balance, what is the closing bank balance is to be submitted in the board meeting, and it should be sent to the concerned persons, all the concerned persons who receive monthly reports. Accounts should also be sent. And what are your plans for group extension? Whether you have got any contacts with the nearby places, what you have done, who is looking after it, is also to be spelt in the monthly report. Next slide. Yes, regular meeting, about which I have told already. And another thing is, you have to send a letter to the speaker. You may not know what is Giants. So, you have to send a letter to the speaker stating that, sir, we are thankful to you and we request you to attend the meeting on such and such date. We are enclosing here in the Know the Giants. These are all the activities which we are doing, so that he comes to know how your group functions. After the meeting is over, you have to send another letter to the speaker thanking him for having attended your meeting. Agenda and minutes I have already told. Next. Attendance register, yes, it is to be maintained. You get the signatures of all the members, and then if any VIP is present in the meeting, he should be recognized. Like branch president or a unit director or federation officer or deputy world chairman, if they are present in the meeting, you have to recognize them. And in the meeting, you have to read the minutes of the last meeting, what you have done, so that others who are not present in the last meeting come to understand what have been done. In between, you would have conducted any projects. The project report should be presented by the project director. What they have done. If you have done a blood donation camp, so many people have donated blood like that. The project report should be presented in the meeting. Next slide. That we have to send a meeting notice with the agenda, approval, and you have to inquire the members if they have got any idea about the forthcoming projects. If they have got any idea about the projects to be done in the area, you have to invite suggestions from the members and respect their ideas and take into account. If you can execute the projects, they will be happy. And another area you should concentrate is membership development. Constantly you should concentrate on membership development. Every meeting you should ask the members how many members you are going to introduce. You have to invite the friends and relatives of the members for the meeting as a guest, so that they will be attracted. Then in the way in which you conduct the meeting, they will join the organization. Next. Director of Administration is the main main body in the board of directors. So he has got so many duties. In the BOD meeting also, you have to discuss about group extension. As I told you, monthly accounts should be presented, that the project expenses should be approved, and another important area is fundraising. For projects, you have to raise funds. There are so many ways in which you can raise funds. You can get donations from the public, you can conduct any programs, the surplus can be used for the projects. So that fundraising should also be in the agenda of every meeting, and you should raise funds from the members for conducting projects. Next. Next important person in the board is DF. Unless you have finance, you cannot conduct the activities. So DF is also important for our organization. And the prime duty of the DF is previous year's account should be audited by a chartered accountant, and it should be presented to the members. How much subscription you have collected, how you have spent, how much project fund you have collected, what are all the projects conducted, how much you have spent, whether there is any surplus or deficit. If there is a deficit, how it was met. It is to be made clear to the members so that you gain confidence. Unless you present accounts, members may not be happy. So for the subscription they have paid, they should have the accounts. So last year account should be presented, and it should be audited by a chartered accountant. Collection of subscription is the prime duty of the DF. It is to be collected at the earliest. First 3 months should be the target, that is April, May, June. If you are not able to collect the subscription before June, you may not be able to collect it at all. The member may say, I have not attended 3 meetings, I may not pay. So the DF, with the help of the president and DA and board members, should collect the subscription from all the members before end of April, May, June, before end of June. And fundraising for projects, you should be constantly in touch with the members, potential members, for fundraising, how to raise funds. And before end of June, the dues to be sent to our headquarters. As of now, it is 700 rupees per month, as I have already told you. Number of members, old members, multiplied by 700 rupees. And if you have added any new member, 300 rupees as admission. It is to be sent to Jain's Welfare Foundation headquarters. It can be deposited in the bank account, for which details will be sent to the president and DA by our headquarters. And the DF has to present the monthly accounts to the board. How many subscriptions have been collected? How many arrears are there? Who are all the members who are yet to pay? How much is collected for projects? is to be made clear in every board meeting. Next slide. Next, approval of project expenditure. If you have spent any money in the last month, it should be approved by the board. And you collect the subscription. You are conducting the meetings. After 6 months, you have to review whether the subscription collected is sufficient, whether funds are available for the next 6 months is to be reviewed. And if the funds are not sufficient, you can increase the subscription in the middle year also. Budget, with the budget you have to compare the accounts and decide. And we have been insisting that you should have 2 bank accounts, so that you do not mingle the subscription with the project. For project, a separate account; for administration, separate bank account. For administration bank account, you collect the subscription and spend the money for the meetings. For the project account, you collect the funds from the public and members for projects and spend. So, you should have 2 bank accounts. Next. Yes, these are all the basic things which a president DA DF has to do, and other office bearers has to support the 3 kingpins of the group, so that your group gains popularity in the Gents Welfare Foundation's map. Thank you for your viewing this program, and I request the members, viewers, to contact me if you have got any doubts or suggestions. Can be sent to my email ID provided here. Thank you once again.